Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Don't get it twisted, or welcome to my channel, whatever the case may be. In light of recent events and accusations of scamming floating around YouTube and on the internet in general, I thought we could discuss the topic. There are scams running any time of the year, all different types of scams, but I do think around the holidays, and scammers are opportunists. When a tragedy happens, or a hurricane, or a natural disaster, they are more likely to jump right in there and get you while you're concerned and while you're very emotional, because when you make emotional and you make impulsive decisions, chances are you may make the wrong one. I've learned in my very many years in this life, anytime I do something impulsive, I can end up regretting it, and really regretting big time. So I try not to do anything in my life impulsively. I am very self-aware that can happen, and we all should be, because that's what these types of people are hoping. They're hoping to work your emotions, work your impulsivity, and they have specific people they target that are vulnerable, and they know that. Don't ever think these are, little low-level petty criminals, because normally this is how they start. They'll start off small and they work up to bigger and better things. And that's how they're going to take you for the royal ride. And that's what they're looking for. They're looking for you to be distracted, you not to be paying attention, you to be leaning over, grabbing that grocery whatever off the thing, leaving your pocketbook in the front. That's what they want. That's what they go for. See, while you're all distracted and you're all in Never Never Land, they have one thing on their mind. Their mind is to get what they can from you. And if you don't think people like that are out there, then I don't know, you must have lived in somewhere that they don't roll that way. I don't know, because there are a lot of people that will say, no, people aren't like that, and I'm like, what? Yes, they are. They're all over. They're opportunistic. They know what they're looking for, so don't be fooled. We're going to take a look at the definition of a scam. Most of us know what they are. However, some people may not, and that's okay. Nothing, to be ashamed of. If you've never been targeted or know about them, then you don't. Now, there's a ton of different scams out there. There's Ponzi scams. You can read over here all the different types there are, and there are more than this, too. These are common. The common scams. We're going to focus more on the charity scams, because as of late, that's a lot of what's been going on. So let's just check it out. And of course, do all your research before you give your dollars. You want to know that money is going exactly to where they say it's going to go. Because in all actuality, I don't like fundraising and charity streams and things of that nature, only because you can donate directly to the charity yourself. You just have to look it up. And if you're on the internet anyway, why not really, research where you're giving? And another thing, in the area that I grew up in, if I don't know you and I don't know you personally, I want to see proof. You have to show me your receipts, honey. And if you act like me asking for receipts, there's something wrong with that. That's a red flag. That's a big red flag to me, because to me, you're trying to flip the script. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make me feel bad because you're trying to cover up something you're doing. Naturally, there are really good people out there. We just don't know who they are. You get what I'm saying? And talking about people trying to make you feel bad, if someone is a good person and you ask a question, I love people to ask me questions. Ask me, because I have nothing to hide. So I'm not going to be insulted because you want to know where your money is going. Because it's your money. It was never meant to be anybody else's except for the person that you're donating to. So, yeah, the high pressure tactics. You see that one? Don't do that. If they're going to try to rush you to make a quick decision, just say no thanks. I'll go somewhere else where they're not going to rush me. Here we have people that are, the types of people that are easily manipulated. And it'll give you a little reason, some reasons why they're more easily manipulated. Here you go, the elderly. They have some cognitive decline. It's only natural. They're responsible. They've been responsible their whole lives. Think about certain people's audiences. Keep it in mind. This is exactly why you should not isolate yourself up in your room if you're younger with your games on. Now, you're not out in society. You don't have experience. So you don't get a chance to see how people really are. Don't isolate. Get out, be part of the population, and keep your eyes open. And here is where you can report it. And trust me, the petty criminals are hoping you'll say, it's no big deal, it's only a couple bucks. You know, you don't want to be bothered. But let me tell you something, there's a bigger picture, because they're going to go after someone else, and it's not going to be small fries. It's going to be for the big boom, where if they could have been stopped when they were at a lower level, you know, you could help somebody else out. Alright everybody, please don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, let me know if anybody ever tried to sucker you. I hope you got a little information, and I will see you next time. Bye!